Hugh Callahan, Paddy Hill, Jerry Hunter, Gianni Walker, Billy Power, Dick McElkenny, scapegoats all. For 16 years they've been talking to the wall.
And a little bit of silence there from my good friends in the Noise Abatement Society. Cheese Toasty on the Huddleboard. Can you tune in tonight? We put a message. What happened to your meteor salt? It's been postponed to the start of the new year, my friend. Postponed. I was wanting a yes or no, but it wasn't going to happen that way, sadly. You can't get what you want. Postponed to the start of the new year. God willing. Josh, not a problem. He's not DMC, nope. Star of the County Down. Il Postino, how you doing, brother? Wherever you are on the planet, I get free calls to anywhere on the planet, almost. Landlines in France, mobiles in France, Germany, Italy. I'm not sure about Italy for mobiles. Germany, I think Spain, yeah, Spain. I can phone my mate there, Spain. Can I phone mobiles in Australia? I can phone landlines in Australia. Landlines in New Zealand, mobiles in the US of A. One ring sting time. Free call. It's a Fenian late night service. God willing, we're aiming for Wolfton's Caribbean or Wolfton's Banana Strand. Right. Banana Strand. Right, we'll see what I can do, you mad crackpot. Right, and God willing, the way forward, 24-hour live Celtic Irish radio on the internet, on an FM frequency in Glasgow. If they can do it in sunny Govan, if the Muslim community can do it once a month, once a year, then God willing, it should be the same for us, at least once a year. St Paddy's Day all the way through to Easter, live in an FM frequency. Alright, so we might not be able to play all the rebel tunes, but I'm sure there's wonderful Irish tunes there we can play, some wonderful Celtic tunes even. That would get past the Masonic censorship. I don't know about that though. And if we end up in the jail, we'll play it for the real big house. We'll play the tunes for the real big house, because we are free and green. Free and green, that's where we are. Here's the Irish Brigade, they're free and green as well, apparently.
Took the field with his men as hard as steel, and we drove the bloody rebels to the sea. Before the guns were stilled, there were many hundreds killed. There's many an Irish girl sad tonight. When the smoke had cleared, it was just as we had feared. Captain Taggart lay wounded on the ground, with his head upon my knee, there he met eternity. I proudly closed his eyes and then I cried. And it's whiskey in the morning, whiskey in the night. Another Irish soldier lad has fought his final fight. We'll toast him till we're drunk, boys, and douse the candlelight, and tell them Captain Taggart is coming home tonight. Well, we took his body home, and and the drums and pipes did drone, and pulled a fine black casket through the streets, and then told his grieving wife that he loved her more than life, and gave to his young son his father's sword. Now the people, they all dream of an Ireland free and green, where nowhere can be heard the battle cry. The fighting's gone too long and it just drags on and on. I'd like to know some peace before I die. And it's whiskey in the morning, whiskey in the night. Another Irish soldier lad has fought his final fight. We'll toast him till we're drunk, boys, and douse the candlelight, and tell them Captain Taggart is coming home tonight. Well, it's whiskey in the morning, whiskey in the night. Another Irish soldier lad has fought his final fight. We'll toast him till we're drunk, boys, and douse the candlelight, and tell them Captain Taggart is coming home tonight. He's coming home tonight.
Right, and I'm just contemplating there. Yeah, if we were to do an FM frequency, we would have to temper some of the tunes down a bit. And the bold Polly there called me a sellout. And I was just thinking there, you know, no matter what you can bring to the table, I'm talking about, you know, like Michael Collins, even Nelson Mandela, what they managed to bring to the table for their peoples. For some people, it was good. Other peoples, it wasn't enough. Now, I know in South Africa, many people will say, well, it was brilliant what Nelson Mandela did, and rightly so. But there's many even there who say that the blacks have not achieved enough in the time, and it could have been a lot better. But the compromises you have to make, it's about compromise. So at all time it's about how much do you compromise? How much do you compromise of your principles to achieve what you want to achieve? And Glasgow Celtic PLC, if we see what they've had to sell out in the last 19, 20 years to achieve what they wanted to achieve. A global brand, accepted in Europe or wherever. No singing songs about terrorism, so-called. So a sanitised version of what Celtic was. And now it's evolved into something completely different from what I knew it when I was a kid. And well, I'm 41. So if anybody's at the same time frame, then how it's changed, how Celtic has changed. And the only thing constant in life is change. And unless you embrace change, then you get left behind. So yeah, I'm all for change, but when it's change for change's sake, or change when it's detrimental to what it is you fell in love with, then you can fall out in love with it. And a lot of people, myself included, have fallen out of love somewhat with Celtic. Although I'll always be there in the background, I'll always be there as the one main thing that throughout every Celtic fan's life, one great constant. Relationships, friends, family, breakups will all happen, but Celtic will always remain somewhere along there, taking part of your mind's thoughts, who they play next. They're an addiction, basically. They are an addiction. And the compromises you have to make for your life to go and see Celtic. I remember one time when I was working down, it was before I took my job in the Royal Mail, so it was actually about this time of year. And I remember it, it was about this time of year, 1990, so we were talking 23 years ago, and I was working at Gatwick Airport, and I was working as a cleaner, and it was an overnight job. I was 11 hours a night it was, but I only had 2 hours work to do of the night shift. The rest of the time was spent doing hee-haw. And it was 4 on, 4 off initially, but somebody left. And so I ended up doing every single night. And then apart from one weekend, when I came up, and I think it was the final, when Paul Elliott scored, Mark Walters scored, Rangers won 2-1. I can't remember the month before if it was a league game or it was the cup game. Whatever one came first and second. I think the cup came second, yeah. We lost in the cup game probably the end of November because I get sacked from my job. And the reason why I get sacked from my job, this is the time when I get sacked for following Celtic, right, is I'd worked in the place for 2 months, and the previous month I took off to go see Celtic against the Mankey Mob. I can't remember if we lost, but I know we lost the cup. And I'd done about 30 days straight, and I said, look, can I have a weekend off, just 2 days off? Oh, okay then. I thought, you bastards, I just done 30 odd fucking days straight. I just wanted 2 days off to go see my beloved. So, comes back, does another 30 days straight. The next game's another 4 weeks' time, both. Can I have a couple of days off? Okay then. I was like, shit. And I came back to start my shift. And actually my family was like, take that job in the Royal Mail, take it. There's a recession going to be happening, it's quite bad, you should take it, that's a good job at Royal Mail, take it, it's better than doing cleaning at the airport. You could lose that job at any time. And I thought, nah, it's too good a gig. Working 11-hour shifts, but doing 2 hours work, getting free food, sitting about. I was sleeping at the airport most of it, so I had most of the day free, it was brilliant. But as I come back for having worked 60 odd days and having just 2 days off twice in 2 months, 3 months or whatever it was, they pumped me out the door. So that was my tale, sacked for having the principles of being a Tim. Dirty English bastards. Not all English, but the English bastard who kicked me out of the job. Actually, he wasn't even English. He was a Johnny foreigner. And I remember getting the job. I got turned down. No, I actually got the job. They come back to me after I went for an interview. And it was, I never got it, that's right, I never got it. And they phoned me back. After 2 days, says, look, the person's left. There was 2 jobs on offer. And I never got any of them. And then one person started and left. And then I was next on the roast. I was next on the list, so I got it. And then within a week, the other person who was doing the 4 on, 2, 4 off, he left. So there it was, and I needed the money, so I said to the boss. And at that point, I'd only seen him for about 5 minutes. And then he phoned me and says, come in here, and they'll keep you right. The people in the restaurant will keep you right. And that was it. I only saw the guy for 5 minutes. He turned me down, then he brought me back in, and apart from payment, it was good money. Because I was doing jack shit, apart from coming up to Glasgow and see Celtic get pumped by a Mankey Mob. Bastards. Persistent Pete. Right. I've just uploaded a wee tune here, which I forget. I've not even uploaded it. Oh, here we go. Look at this, I thought I did. Right, who was it that wanted a tune uploaded there? What was the name of it? I forgot. Oh, shit. Hold on. Right, so it's quarter. Oh, there we go. Right. I'll just upload that wee one there. The Wolf Tone, Skibbereen. Right, so the line's open, 01414161888. Tell 10 to tell 10. Retweet to retweet. Somebody's phoned in.